Hello guys, I'm Kincha Swathi, Assistant Professor. So today we'll see the modern drug discovery. So this drug discovery is a part of development of medicinal chemistry. So, development of medicinal chemistry shows a new approach to drug discovery, and it is to understand how the diseases and infections are controlled at the molecular level and physiological level and to target specific entities. So, for this, to better understand, I will give one example. Suppose if the person is having cancer and the chemist, any scientist is going to synthesize a new anti-cancer agent, then he has to understand the disease perfectly. Then he has to select the molecule and the molecular nature and its properties he has to study completely. Then physiology of the disease he has to understand. Then he has to target the specific entities. Suppose for the cancer we have to target cell phase, means a cell cycle phase, prophase or metaphase, spindle fibers we have to concentrate, mitotic spindle, or the protein, tubulin protein we have to concentrate, or DNA. In that DNA again guanine or adenine, so that we'll select. So that is nothing but to target specific entities. Next, after serendipity, chemists started working on various chemical molecules to design a new drug. After serendipity, this term we have seen in the before slide. Serendipity means by luck. See, before era, in 18th century, serendipity by luck, Alexander Fleming has been discovered various types of the penicillins. So now the chemists have started working on various chemical molecules to design a new drug. But this era has been changed with modern drug discovery. $1 million have been invested to design a new drug for one disease. Suppose if the chemists have started working on designing a new drug, means then the companies used to spend or they used to invest $1 million for designing a new drug. But here one problem is there. If they have started working on any drug, it is not 100% sure that they will come with 100% better output if that drug has been failed in any of the clinical trials phase. Suppose in preclinical trials, phase 1 will be there, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4, like that 4 phases will be there. So in any of the phases, if they'll fail, means then that is a big question mark for the company, because they have spent $1 million for designing a one drug. So that's why it will become a big question mark for the company. Design of a new drug consumes more time, highly paid labor, and expensive. Suppose if a new drug has to be designed, means it will consume more time. It will take 5 years to 8 years, and it will consume highly paid labor. We have to appoint highly educated and professional chemist persons, and it is expensive also because we are spending $1 million. Now the scenario has been changed with modern drug discovery. From the 1990s, the scenario has been uh, changed with the CAD, computer aided drug design. So this computer aided drug design will come under modern drug discovery. So, what is modern drug discovery? Modern drug discovery involves identification of the drug candidates. So, which drug we have to synthesize? So, which drug is suitable for targeting the particular disease? So, that drug we have to identify, and then we have to synthesize in the laboratory, or we can synthesize by using the computer aided drug design. Then characterization we have to do to check whether the structure and the number of carbons, number of hydrogens, number of nitrogens, and whether everything is in order or not, that and all, whether it is pure or not, that and all we will check by the infrared spectroscopy, NMR spectroscopy, mass spectroscopy, and various chromatographic techniques. Then we have to screen the um, drug candidates for the therapeutic activity, and then we'll assay for its therapeutic activity. Means here we'll do the preclinical trials and clinical trials. By use preclinical trials means we'll use the new drug on the animals, and clinical trials means we will use the drug on the human beings. So for checking its therapeutic activity, how much therapeutic activity is having. And we'll also come to know that LD50 value and ED50 value. The before slide we have, before video we have discussed with the ED50 and LD50, which is the chemotherapeutic index. The process of drug development starts prior to the clinical trials. So before going to the clinical trials, we have four steps. So what are the four steps? The steps involved in modern drug discovery are targets. So first we have to understand the targets. What are targets? Targets means they may be a new targets or they may be established targets. Established targets means already the protein structure is present in the body, so that we'll consider as the target. New target means till now we didn't get any literature for that particular target, and we are selecting that target for our disease, for our new drug. So that we'll discuss in detail in the future slide. Screening and designing. So after selecting the drug, then we'll screen and we'll design. Then nature as a source of drug compounds. So we'll select the nature. Which nature? Suppose if we are extracting the drug compound from the marine source, then it will come under nature, marine natural source. Then if we are taking from the plants, then it is a plant natural source, animals, or any other nature source. Next, drug designing. Then we will do the fourth step, that is drug design. So we'll discuss in detail about these four steps. So the first one is targets, whether they are new targets or established targets. New target means targets that are not established but have been in the drug discovery campaigns. Means they are not, till now nobody has touched that particular protein structure or that receptor structure in the human body, but that will come under our drug discovery campaigns. So targets typically include newly discovered proteins. I told you, the targets are nothing but the proteins or the receptors. So this newly discovered proteins we can select typically, or proteins having involved in basic scientific research. See, basically, if they have involved in any scientific research, that type of proteins also we can select for our new target. Next, established target having normal physiology and lengthy publication. Suppose if one protein, if one receptor, G coupled protein, if we have selected, means that that target is having lengthy publication history, means so many drugs and so many drugs have been targeted to that particular protein or particular receptor. So then that target will consider it as established target, and which is having the lengthy publication history with a good scientific writing. So these are the two types of targets. New target we are selecting or established target. Next is screening and designing. The process of finding a new drug against a desired target for a particular disease usually involves high throughput screening. This one we'll call it as HTS. High throughput screening means the process of finding a new drug against a desired target. The new drug we are um, going to attach to the desired target, which target we want to concentrate, so that target it will go and bind for a particular disease. So that will show some high throughput screening. Important function of high throughput screening is to show the selectivity of compounds for the desired target. It should show some selectivity, means what we are desiring, what is our intention, why we have designed. So that purpose has to serve with this high throughput screening. Screening can be done using the computer generated models. Because this is a modern drug discovery, we are checking the screening by using computer generated models, and attempting to dock virtual libraries to a target are also used. So we are doing the docking techniques. Docking techniques nothing but molecular interactions. So we'll see the molecular interactions, how the protein is interacting with the new drug. So whatever drug we have designed, that is correctly going to bind, or that is correctly going to interact with the target or not, that we'll concentrate in this screening technique. Docking by using the docking software, which is a virtual library for the target. Next, nature as a source. Here we can select the drug by using plant or microbial source or marine source or any other chemical diversity. Plant derived bioactive materials we can select, microbial species with bioactive metabolites we can select, marine invertebrates as a source of bioactive compounds we can select, chemical diversity of natural products also we can select. So after selecting the naturally obtained these bioactive materials, then the methodology is identification of biologically active material. Identification of biologically active material means whatever the material we have selected by using the nature, so that we have to identify. Here identification means we have to check whether this particular biologically active material will show the desired property or not. Next is structural elucidation. We have to check the structure and we have to understand which substituent will show the property, which substituent can go and bind with the target to show its molecular interaction for the desired therapeutic activity. These two are the methodology to select the nature as a source. Next is drug designing. So here it is an approach of finding drugs by designing based on their biological targets. So we'll take the target, biological target, whether it may be a new target or established target. That particular structure we'll design and we'll take in the computational drug design techniques. So here we'll use various types of the software. So in that we'll take the drug and we'll check it out whether the interaction is perfect or not. Two methods of drug designs, or there are two methods of drug designs. One is rational drug design. In rational drug design, by trial and error testing of chemical substances, means we will take the reactant and we will do the trials in the laboratory, and if it is coming error then we will do one more trial. If it is not showing the desired activity, then we will do one more trial. So that type of drug design is called rational drug design. The next one is computer aided drug design. That one simply we'll call it as CAD. So here we'll discover and we'll enhance and we'll study the drugs and its related biologically active molecules in computer assisted drug design. So what we'll do is first we'll discover by using the software, then we'll enhance the drugs, then we'll study the drugs and its relatively biologically active molecules. Which molecule is showing relatively biological activity by using the computer assisted drug design. So this modern discovery is the future drug discovery. So this is the method they are following for discovering the new drugs like COVID-19 vaccine also. Thank you.